everyone. Oh, let me just get on the right page. Yes, Mark, it is on the computer. Good evening, everyone. We've still got a few more minutes, so go and grab yourselves a drink. Get your pen and paper. Hello, Parsons. I have a sneaking idea who that could be. We're going to get cracking in about 3.5 minutes. So grab yourselves a drink, get comfy, get yourselves a pen and paper, and we'll get going soon. No, I can't see anyone this end, Mark. I am staring at myself currently. Looking at the camera, I have my mascot today. This is my mascot today. I like to have something there just so I feel like I'm talking to somebody. I also have on hand my technical assistant, Aaron, who is about to go upstairs to make sure that all the sound and everything's working. A few more minutes and then I'll get on with the rounds for this week. Got some different rounds this week. Still relatively similar to what I've done before. A few more minutes now. Put your kettle on before we start. I was asked this week to wear a more colourful top from last week, so I've got something a little more colourful on tonight. Hello, Lindsay. Nice to see you. Hope you enjoyed the quiz tonight. And hi, Amy. Hello, Amy. Nice to see you back tonight. And hello, Karen, or as I should really refer to her as Mum. Hello, Mum. Okay, so coming up to 1 minute. Nearly time to go. I will just click on to the rounds for tonight so everyone can see. So here are our rounds. Round 1 tonight, we've got higher or lower, followed by catchphrase. Then we're going to go straight into general knowledge before we have a break. Round 4 I've called memorise. I'm not going to give too much away, but we'll have a go at that one. Round 5 is an audio round. We're going to do TV theme tunes. And I have included a bonus round this week. So we will, just a short and sweet bonus round. A few more seconds. Everyone get comfy. Pens in hand. Okay, this is the countdown. Here we go. Right then, we are going to kick off with higher or lower. Very simple. I've got a little example here as well for everyone. It's 10 questions, 10 points. Here's your example. The purpose of this round, I will just say that when I say we, I mean Google. It's not actually me that's asked these people these questions. So, example here is we asked 100 dog owners, would you swap your dog for a cat? How many said yes? Now, I've guessed 5 dog owners would swap their dog for a cat. You need to tell me if you think it is higher or lower than that. this example, the answer is lower, because nobody would swap their dog for a cat. Sorry, but they just wouldn't. So if we're all good and ready, we'll go with question 1, see how we get on. So here we go, question 1 of this evening. We asked 100 policewomen, has a man ever tried to chat you up after you arrested him? How many said yes? I reckoned about 60. Is it higher or lower? Moving on to question 2. We asked 100 sea fishermen, do you believe in weather forecasts? How many said yes? I said 20. Do you think it's higher or lower? Moving on to question 3. We asked 100 daredevils, have you ever been afraid of going to the dentist? How many said yes? I reckon 70 of them are actually afraid of going to the dentist. Is it higher or lower? Moving on to question 4. We asked 100 bald-headed men, do you still suffer with dandruff? How many said yes? I said 10. Think it's higher or lower? Question 5. We asked 100 small shopkeepers, and this isn't small people, this is a small shop. If you went into somebody else's shop, the assistant gave you too much change, would you tell them? How many said yes? I said about a third, so I've gone for 33. Do you think it's higher or lower? Question 6. We asked 100 taxi drivers, who are better tippers, men or women? How many said men? I said 70. Do you think it's higher or lower? Question 7. We asked 100 men, if you attended a Miss Nude beauty pageant, would you bring binoculars? How many said yes? I reckon a fair few, so I said 89. Do you think it's higher or lower? Question 8. We asked 100 people in Alaska, do you ever sleep nude? How many said yes? I've gone for 10. Do you think it's higher or lower than my answer? Moving on to question 9. We asked 100 married men, if your wife wanted you to wear a homing device, but she always knew where you were, would you wear it? How many said yes? I said 30. Higher or lower? And the final question of this first round, question 10, we asked the 100 butchers, which would worry you more, a visit from income tax or a visit from public health? How many said public health? I reckon 75. Is it higher or lower? And that completes our first round for this evening. Coming into round 2 now, which is our catchphrase round. 15 questions in this round with 15 points. I haven't done an example here, but as the saying goes, just say what you see. We'll go straight on with question 1, which is this. What is that? What are they doing? Moving on to question 2. What's happening here? And over to question 3. What's happening there? Say what you see. Moving on to question 4. What's happening here? What's he doing? Question 5. What's that? Going over to question 6. What's he doing there? Moving on to question 7. What's that? Say what you see. Moving swiftly on to question 8. What's happening there? Question 9. Question 10. Moving on to question 11. What's happening there? Question 12. What's Mr. Chips doing there? Question 13. Doesn't look very happy there. He's definitely frowning or very emotionally distressed. Question 14. Very vague clue there. And your final question of this round, question 15. What is that? What's happening there? He's pulling that face again. Okay, so that completes your catchphrase round. We are now moving on to general knowledge. 10 questions, 12 points up for grabs. We'll do this round and then we'll have a short break as we usually do. So here is your first question. A puggle is the young what type of Australian mammal? A puggle. Question 2. What colour were stop signs before they were red? Question 3. An octothorpe is also known as which type of symbol? Question 4. What two chemical elements make up the title of Breaking Bad? And I need the names of the elements, please, not just the initials. This one is for 2 points. Question 5. A huge craze in 2014. What is the name of these plastic bracelets? Moving on to question 6. Solve this anagram. Give me a clue. It's a famous American monument. Solve the anagram. Moving on to question 7. Can you guess this famous English actor from his childhood photo? Who is that? Question 8. Which brand makes exceedingly good cakes? Question 9. Don't tell me you agree with me. When I saw you kicking dirt in my eye. Are the lyrics from which famous song and artist? So the song title and the artist's name, please. And question 10. What is the name of this exotic fruit? And that brings us to the end of our first half. We're going to take a short break. Probably come back about 8:30. So we'll give ourselves, 5 to 10 minutes. And give yourselves a drink, refresh yourselves, whatever you need to do, and we'll go through all of our answers in a moment. Okay, we're back. Give you another minute just to get yourself settled, and then we'll go through some answers. Okay, everyone, good and ready? We'll start going through the answers. So back to round one. Was your higher or lower round? Your first question, we asked the 100 policewomen, had a man ever tried to chat after you arrested him? I said 60 people said yes. The answer was higher, 71. 71 policewomen had a man chat them up after they arrested them. Question 2. 100 sea fishermen, do you believe in weather forecasts? I said 20. The answer was, in fact, higher, 42. 42. Question 3. We asked the 100 daredevils, have you ever been afraid of going to the dentist? I said 70 of them were afraid of going to the dentist. The answer was lower. 32 of them were afraid of going to the dentist. The rest of them weren't. Question 4. 100 bald-headed men. Do you still suffer with dandruff? I said 10. I mean, how much dandruff can you get on a bald head? The answer was 19. Only slightly higher, but still higher. Question 5. 100 small shopkeepers. If you went into someone else's shop and the assistant gave you too much change, would you tell them? I said a third. The answer was, in fact, higher. 90 of them would tell them. They've got to have some great relationships there with their fellow shopkeepers. Question 6, 100 taxi drivers. Who are better tippers, men or women? I said 70% was men. The answer was higher than that. It was 89. 89 men did better. Well, no. Well, 89 taxi drivers had better tips from men. Question 7. We asked 100 men, if you attended a Miss Nude beauty pageant, would you bring binoculars? I reckon 89 of them would. The answer was, in fact, lower. Only half of them would. Only half of them would. Still half, though. Half would bring binoculars. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Question 8. We asked the 100 people in Alaska, do you ever sleep nude? I said 10. I mean, Alaska's meant to be pretty cold. The answer was, in fact, 48. Nearly half of them sleep nude. What? Question 9. 100 married men. If your wife wanted you to wear a homing device, but she always knew where you were, would you wear it? I said 30 of them would. The answer was, in fact, 20. They wouldn't wear it. And question 10. 100 pictures. Do you worry more from a visit from the income tax or public health? I reckon 75%, or 75 of them, would say public health. The answer was lower, only 67. Only 67. Moving on to your answers for round 2, your catchphrase round. Here we go. Question 1, of course, was catch 22. Catch 22. Question 2 was surfing the web. That's what he's doing. He's surfing on a web. He's surfing the web. Question 3, keep it under your hat. Keep it under your hat. Question 4, put your money where your mouth is. That was question 4. Question 5, split second. Question 6, king of the hill. He had his crown on. He was the king of the hill. Question 7, a blast from the past. There's the past and there is the blast. Question 8, keeping an eye on things. Question 9, hand in hand. Question 10 was going around in circles, because the going is in circles going round. Question 11, falling on deaf ears. Question 12, digging yourself a hole. Now, I first said this was digging your own grave, but it's not in fact a grave, and the clue is there with the hole for Mr. Chips. It's digging yourself a hole. Question 13, costs an arm and a leg. It costs an arm and a leg. Question 14, who-timer. Who-timer's there, who-timer. Question 15, which I struggled with. This is bad hair day. Bad hair day. And that was your catchphrase round. And on to the dreaded general knowledge. Quite a broad range here. So question 1, a puggle, and I've got a little photo here. It's just so cute. It's a little baby platypus. I mean, how cute is that little thing? Palm of your hand, it's tiny. Question 2, an octothorpe is a hashtag. It's known as a hashtag. Something to do with the 8. Don't know quite how that works. But it is a hashtag. Question, what happened here? I got it the wrong way round. Oh, sorry, I might have got that one the wrong way round. The stop signs, which I think was actually question 2, they were yellow. They used to be yellow because changed them to red because apparently the yellow paint used to rust, as shown in the photo, and that's why they changed it to red. Question 4, the 2 chemical elements for Breaking Bad was Br and Ba, which is bromine and barium. So that's 2 points there, 1 point for bromine and 1 point for barium. So well done if any of you got that. Question 5, balloon bands. I absolutely loved these because I make them all the time. So we had more like Scooby things, unless they were a different craze. Yeah, called loom bands. Question 6, it was the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty. Question 7, that's Orlando Bloom. Sweet little boy. Orlando Bloom there. Question 8, it was of course Mr. Kipling. Makes exceedingly good cakes. Question 9, Black or White by Michael Jackson. So 2 points, 1 point for Black or White and 1 point for Michael Jackson. And question 10, this exotic fruit is dragon fruit. And they are the answers for your first 3 rounds. So, if we're all good and ready, we're going to move on to round 4. So, I've called it Memorise. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off my camera in a second. I'm going to show you a photo for 1 minute. You need to memorise as much as you can off of this photo. And then I'm going to ask you 5 questions on it. After the 5th question, I'll show you another photo for a minute. And then we'll answer 5 questions on that. So I'm going to switch off my camera and then I will click on to the first photo. You have 1 minute. Memorise as much as you can. Okay, that is the minute. We're going to move on to some questions now. They are multiple choice. So here is your first question. Hope you memorised as much as you can. Question 1. Here we go. What type of boat is shown floating in the lake? What type of boat is shown floating in the lake? A speedboat, a catamaran, a sailing boat, or a paddle boat? Question 2. How many benches are there? 5, 8, 2, or 12? This is really stretching your brains tonight. Question 3. What colour is the dog? Black, brown, white, or blue? Question 4. What colour is the meditating woman's yoga mat? Is it green, white, yellow, or pink? And question 5. Who is holding the coffee cup? The dog walker, the cyclist, the man with the cane, or the woman reading? Who's holding the coffee cup? Now I'm going to show you another photo for 1 minute. I'm not going to switch my camera off for this one because the photo is slightly smaller. So here we go. You can memorise as much as you can, please. Here it is. Okay, and your first question. How many red dots are on the plant? 5, 6, 8, or none? Question 7. What country is on the poster? UK, Brazil, USA, or Russia? Question 8. How many students are wearing glasses? None, 1, 2, 3. Question 9. What colour are the chairs? Are they red, black, green, or blue? And your final question. How many fingers was the teacher holding up? 3, 5, 4, or 1? And that completes round 4. We'll move on to round 5. This is our audio round. It's TV theme tunes. I'm going to play 15 theme tunes. They're each 10 seconds, and like last week, I'll play them twice. You just need to tell me which TV show they are from. So, make sure that your volume's up for this one. We'll begin with question 1. I'll play the song for 10 seconds, then I'll repeat the song for 10 seconds and I'll move on. Question 1. What TV show is that from? And I'll play that once more for everybody. Oh, let me just check. Yep, it's on. Okay, that was good. Question 1. Sorry, I was just mindful that I might have switched off the desktop audio and then I was playing a song that nobody could actually hear. Moving on to question 2. What's this from? I'll play that once more for everybody. Moving on to question 3. That was your first part of question 3. And again, question 3. Okay, moving on to question 4 now. What's that tune from? Question 4 again. There we go. Moving on to question 5 now. And I'll play that once more for everybody. Question 6. And question 6 again. Question 7. And your repeat of that. Moving on to question 8. And once more. What's that tune from? Question 9.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
And here we go again with that one.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Moving on to question 10. So I lost count of what question I was on. Question 10. And again for everybody. Here's question 11. And once more, question 11. Moving on to question 12. I expect that one's pretty popular, but I'll play it again anyway. Question 13.
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question?
And one more time on that one.
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question?
Question 14. Number 14 again. And your final song or tune for this round is
Have you ever?
I just want to let it keep playing. I really like this one. Here we go again for the final time. Question 15.
Have you ever?
Okay, so that is our theme tune round. Now, I have done, as I said at the beginning, a bonus round this time. So, we will hit with our bonus round, which, as you can see there, American flag. I've called it Top 10. So, in case it's escaped your attention, it's the 4th of July, which is American Independence Day. And just as a little nod to some of our players who I know are in America playing along, it's just a very simple round. One question, total of 20 points available for this round. And as you can see, it looks a bit like Tenable, but I didn't want to call it Tenable because of copyright and everything. So I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to give you all minutes and a half to answer. Now, you get 10 points if you get the right answers, and a bonus up to 10 points if you get them in the right place. So, this is your question, and your minute and a half will start once I finish reading it out. So, here we go. I want you to name the first 10 US states alphabetically. Oh. You are now halfway through. 45 seconds. Ten seconds. 2, 1, done. Well done, everyone. We'll go through the answers in just a moment. Going back to our round 4, we're going to go through our answers now. So here we go. This was the memorise round, where I showed you the pictures. So question 1, what type of boat is shown floating in the lake? Was answer C. It was a sailing boat. Question 2, I put what many benches? Oh, I meant to say how many benches were there? There were 5 benches in the photo. Question 3, what colour is the dog? It's brown. I didn't want to confuse it with brown and this and that. So he was a brown dog. Well done if you got that one. Question 4, meditating woman, her yoga mat was pink. It was pink. Question 5, who was holding the coffee cup? It was the dog walker. He was holding the coffee cup. Moving on to question 6, how many red dots are on the plant? There were 6 red dots on the plant. Question 7, what country was on the poster? It was, of course, the USA. Another nod to Independence Day there. Question 8, how many students are wearing glasses? One of them was wearing glasses. Question 9, what colour are the chairs? They are blue. The chairs were blue. And question 10, how many fingers was the teacher holding up? She was holding up 4 fingers. Moving on to our answers for our theme tune round. Here we go. Question 1, the theme tune was to Wimbledon. It was the Wimbledon theme tune, something that we haven't had this year, but it was to the Wimbledon theme tune. Question 2 was Game of Thrones, something that's been quite popular the last quite a few years actually. Question 3, Strictly Come Dancing. Question 4, it was Death in Paradise. I love that show, big fan. Question 5, Deal or No Deal. It's been off the air now for a number of years, but again, another one of my 4 PM favourites. Question 6, Grange Hill. Really catchy tune, but it was Grange Hill. Question 7 was Ground Force. Question 8, Mr. Bean. Now, granted that it was the animated series. Everyone would know that tune. Mr. Bean. Brilliant. Question 9, what's SpongeBob SquarePants? Question 10, the X Factor. Question 11 was Grand Designs. In case you're wondering, these are all my sort of favourite shows. Question 11, question 12, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Question 13 was Malcolm in the Middle. Well done if anyone got that one. Question 14 was The Crystal Maze. And finally, question 15 was Round the Twist. An old school show. Another one of my favourites when I was little. Round the Twist. So, we hit our bonus round answers. 20 points up for grabs here. And it was to name the first 10 US states alphabetically. So don't forget, you get a point if you've got the answer somewhere in your list. You get a bonus point if it's in the right number. So top being number 1, the bottom being number 10. So the first US state alphabetically is, of course, Alabama, followed by Alaska. Then we've got Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, and Georgia. So put your scores up. Tonight's quiz is out of a total of 82 points. Yeah, please let me know what you get. I do create a leaderboard every week. It goes live onto Facebook. So please let me know your scores. If anyone has any rounds they'd like to see, any categories they'd like to see. Oh, let's just go back one. Any categories they'd like to see or anything, please let me know. You can message me on our Facebook page or on this live chat here. I do read everything. If you get a chance, if you haven't already, please follow me on Facebook and on YouTube if possible, because the more subscribers I get, the more I can do with the quizzes. So for those of you who may be playing against each other, I have a tie-break question, and a tie-break question tonight I'm about to show you. But sorry, I'm distracted by the live chat there. It's the closest to, so you don't have to get it exact. It's normally quite a difficult question. So here we go. 1 minute. What was the total time Neil Armstrong spent out of the Apollo lunar module on the moon? The nearest minute, or hour, or days, or months, or however long it could possibly be. Give you another 10 seconds to write something down if you're playing along. Okay, so the answer was 152 minutes. He spent 2.5 hours on the moon. So if you are playing with other people, it's the closest to on that one. And that's it, guys. That's it for this week. I'll be back again next Saturday. Thank you to everyone who's played along tonight. I can already see some of the scores coming in, and it's looking pretty good. Mum, sorry, 29 this week. I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll do better next week. Well done. Bonus round points, Gary. You've got 10 points, a point per answer, and then an extra point if you got it in the right place. So in alphabetical order, if you got them in the right position. And that's it. So thank you, everyone who played along tonight. all the scores coming in now. As I say, I usually post the leaderboard tomorrow morning when I've compiled all of the scores together. So I will let everybody know. It will be on if you search the Brain Strain Quizzing on Facebook, you'll find us. It'll be on there. And I'll be posting the live event for next week tomorrow as well. And hopefully we'll see you next week. So thank you very much. I'm going to skedaddle now. And I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
I've been looking for a place that I'd rather be. I've been searching for my own destiny. I raise my gun to the sky and scream out loud. This is my life, this is my hope, this is what I stand for. Now it's the time to let it all. We are the young ones and fight for survival. We will watch it like a night on the fire. We are the young ones and fight for survival. We will watch it like a night on the fire. We will watch it like a night on the fire. I've been looking for a place that I'd rather be. I've been searching for my own destiny. I raise my gun to the sky and scream out loud. This is my life, this is my hope, this is what I stand for. Now it's the time to let it all. We are the young ones and fight for survival. We will watch it like a night on the fire. We are the young ones and fight for survival. We will watch it like a night on the fire. We will watch it like a night on the fire. Not to lose the game. The darkest night is always seen. Wait on the nothing, we're face to face. I've heard about you, you know about me. Already enough not to lose the game. The darkest night is always seen. Wait on the nothing, we're face to face. I've heard about you, you know about me. Already enough not to lose the game. No, not to lose the game. No, not to lose the game. Not to lose the game. Not to lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Not to lose the game. The darkest night is always seen. Wait on and nothing, we're face to face. I've heard about you, you know about me. Already enough not to lose the game. The sweetest touch I've ever felt, the sweetest things I got with your kiss. Let's stay forever in this embrace, mixing the sunrise with the ocean breeze. Not to lose the game. 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 Lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Not to lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Not to lose the game.
I used to dream about money, about a big house, but all I want is you. Your touch of fire when you love me, desirable, attainable, yeah, all I want is you. We are all the same, fame, attention, confirmation. Why do we care? What is it worth? What is it worth? We are all the same. We want to be loved, but that is not the same as being loved by you. We are all the same. We want to be loved, but that is not the same as when I'm. By you, by you. I used to dream about a cruiser that drove against the wind.